Go ahead and board the train.
Sorry, Lightning, but I am the boss and all. I can't be seen waltzing off and leaving the dead dunes. When you come back, I'll find you again.
Mighty Savior, what can I do for you on this fine day? You to have this. It's what you've always wanted, isn't it? What you've always dreamed about? No? Chocolina! The Canvas of Prayers is ready for your viewing pleasure. I have special powers I use to transform into a beautiful human lady.
Today, the City of Light has been the scene of much tragedy. A great number of our residents have lost their lives. Let us offer prayers once again to Great Benevenza, so that he might be merciful to the forsaken souls, they who have lost all hope of seeing the new world.
Shadow Hunter was a man who once turned against the Order. Is it true he's returned?
Doubts now. Now. Got in my way. Death.
These are indeed dark days.
We're here for all your nightly needs. Not them again.
It may be old, but Old Town still has something to offer.
So cheap.
Thank you very much.
Step right up!
Oh. Thanks a lot.
times aren't as...
I'll never forget the days I spent with my baby. Never.
Businesses are doing poorly because no one comes here anymore.
Is she from the Order?
Tourist
Has the
spot?
Heavenly Servant really come?
Looks like I'm not the only one who likes a drink.
You're still here? Ugh. Get out of my sight, woman!
Hey, little missy. How about a drink?
Looks like you've already had enough for both of us.
Not by half. I'm just barely getting started here. You want to know why? Ask my dearly departed fiancée. She left me standing there like a fool at the altar.
Do you really blame her? Who wants to marry a drunkard?
You got it all wrong, honey. I started drinking after she left me. Everything has gone downhill since then. You probably won't believe me when I tell you, but I used to command a whole legion of the Order's finest men. Those days, I was on top of the world. Nothing could bring me down.
Then why did your fiancé leave you? You must have some idea.
Not even the foggiest. Me and Filiana, we were so in love. Or so I thought. Then she disappeared and never came back.
She disappeared out of the blue? Are you sure something didn't happen to her? You did look for her, didn't you?
Of course I did. From the palace in Yuzna to the edge of the wildlands. I searched for decades, but I never even heard a whisper of Filiana. And when I described her, no one had ever even seen her pass through. My Filiana was a looker. No one could have forgotten seeing her. We were the happiest two people could be. But then, I crashed down from heaven to hell. There's no salvation to be found in this world. No God or Savior to deliver us.
And if there's no salvation, then there's no hope?
Can you honestly tell me that I'm wrong? Show me. Show me where there's any hope in this place. What? You're gonna find my Filiana for me and prove me wrong?
I'd be willing to at least try. If there's still hope in this world, it has to be found. You have to look for it.
Ha! You're a tough chick with a good heart. Thanks for offering. That's good enough for me.
I said I was willing to try, and I meant it. Where was the last place you saw what was certainly your better half?
You're actually going to go find her? Filiana and I both lived in Yusnan back in those days. She was a fantastic cook. Her skills got her a job at a swanky restaurant where all the foodies went.
Did you check out the restaurants in Yusnan? It's possible she's working in one.
Oh, you don't get how desperate I was back then. I checked every lead I could get my hands on, but I found nothing.
I'll go back and check them again.
What? You will? You would do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Here, take this with you. Matching rings. Seeing it just reminds me of her, but I don't have the courage to throw it away.
Do you know what death is? You can't read me. Get back to where you belong. Time can't be stopped. I'm walking fate's path. No looking back. Life is a journey.
I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you?
Come on, Micah. You know Huh? Wait, you're not her.
Ulrich, what do you think you're doing accosting strangers like that? I'm sorry. Forgive him. My son mistook you for our dear Miss Micah. It must have been the hair. Hers was exactly the same color.
Right. Easy mistake to make.
Miss Micah is beloved by our god Benevelza. What with the rose-colored hair, some even speculate that she could be the chosen one. The savior.
That's because Micah heard the voice of God. She told me.
The savior with rose-colored hair, huh?
Yes. Dear Miss Micah. She is a wonderful young woman. Always coming to the aid of the sick and ailing, like myself.
We've been waiting ages for her next visit. I thought you were her.
Were you expecting her to come again soon?
Uh-huh, and guess what else? She even promised us she would bring a phantom rose for us next time she came.
It's a crimson-colored flower, very similar to a rose, But while everyone knows of it, no one's ever actually seen one. They're said to never wither or die. They maintain their life and beauty forever.
A flower that never dies. It's no wonder no one's ever found one.
You're not easily fooled, are you? Yes, the Phantom Rose is nothing more than a fairy tale told to children. But this is what Micah said when she left. I'll bring you the legendary flower that no one believes can be found. So don't you give up on hope. Keep living. As you can see, I don't have much time left. But when she told me to go on living, I wanted to hold on, just so I wouldn't let her down.
Fake savior lady! If you see the real Micah around, tell her that she better not forget her promise to me, okay?
Ulrich, who taught you it was okay to be rude to others?
Sure, kid. I'll tell her not to forget about your flower.
Thanks. You're all right for a fake.
What's going on here?
I've seen her around. You don't want to mess with the likes of her. Run!
You must be Louise. I've come to take you home.
But who are you? Oh wait, you're the nice lady on the phone, aren't you? I recognize your voice.
That's right. Finally we meet.
Thank you for coming to save me. Even after tricking you all those times, I feel bad about what I did. Really. I mean, all those calls before, they were just pranks.
It's not a prank anymore when you find yourself in real danger. Being kidnapped is serious. Do you realize you would have been killed if I hadn't shown up?
To tell the truth, and don't get mad, I let myself get caught. I told the disciples I volunteer as tonight's sacrifice for the goddess.
What? Why on earth would you do something like that?
No, this is hard to explain. Okay, I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but just try and hear me out until the end. Please. The fact is, I lost faith a long time ago. This world has no future. We've waited for hundreds of years for God or the Savior, and neither has shown up. No one knows if there's a tomorrow. Everyone just lives for themselves. No one cares about anything or anyone. So I had to find out if there was still hope.
What do you mean?
It was a bet, okay? I put it all on the line to see if people were really worth believing in anymore. I've pulled my share of pranks and caused trouble, and I've learned that most people will put up with your tricks a couple of times. But no matter how good I act, how much I cry, and how much I beg, no one ever trusts me the third time around. Even I know when to quit, so I made a bet.
Let me get this straight. You purposefully set me up twice and bet your life on me and my morals. Wagering I'd go against your expectations. You were betting on me to answer your third call.
If you did, then I'd be able to keep holding on to hope. I'd want to keep on living.
That's ridiculous. Do you even understand how lucky you are to be alive? You wouldn't be standing here talking to me if I hadn't made it in time.
I knew you'd come and save me, though. Don't ask me how, but I knew that you were a good person.
What made you think that? You don't know me at all.
I know. I just believed in you somehow. Maybe because I wanted to. I wanted to believe there was still hope in this dying world. And look Look what happened! You came through for me, just like I knew you would.
All of a sudden, I feel like a pawn in your game. And you're the one playing both sides.
That was silly. Well, maybe a little. But I'm trying to thank you. I'm glad there are still people like you in the world. You inspire me to keep my faith in humanity.
In that case, you're welcome, I guess. I'm glad to hear that all that running around was worth something. Remember, your life is valuable. Don't ever forget that.
I promise I won't. And I'll never do anything like this ever again. Thank you.
No looking back.